Next up on Shared Lunches Speed Dating, we're talking with Greg Balla, CEO of Alfrio. Welcome, Greg.
Well, thank you, Francis. It's great to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Give me a short description of what your company does and the benefit or the problem you're trying to solve for customers.
Yeah. Alfrio is a global refrigeration technology business. We're a New Zealand company. We help our customers provide food that is fresh, safe, and at the right temperature at the point of sale. So if you think about your corner dairy with all the rows of refrigerators, or your supermarkets or restaurants, they will have multiple refrigeration units. Our technology is in those refrigeration units all around the world. The problem we're trying to solve for our customers is a few main problems, but really what we're trying to do is help them reduce their energy or become more sustainable. So our technology significantly helps with that. But we also provide data and information that help them manage their fleet overall. Is it at the right temperature? Is it on or off? Is it going to break down? So we have analytics that helps them monitor the performance of their refrigeration units. Some of our customers have 500,000 units, so they have lots of refrigeration units. So to be able to help them manage their costs and their energy of these refrigeration units is hugely valuable to them.
What about yourself? What's your background and when did you come to the company? Why come to this company?
Yeah, so for most of my career, I've been working for technology companies. So technology companies are my passion, I guess, if you like. The first major company I worked for was 3M, which is a huge multinational organization. It's well recognized for its innovation culture. And I got to work in many different regions across different business units and different functions. So it was a real foundational kind of organization for me. More recently, I worked for a New Zealand technology company, Orion Health, which provides SaaS-based software solutions for healthcare. And that was where I really got a taste for working for a New Zealand company taking on the world. And but both of these companies, I guess, were companies that either from a culture or from their mission were about doing good. And so that was one of the things that really appealed about Alfrio and why I joined is because we have a significant impact on the amount of energy the commercial refrigeration industry uses. And so to be part of a New Zealand technology company with a really valuable value proposition made it a really exciting company to join. We're a relatively small company. We're about 120 people globally, but we've got some super exciting technology having a real impact. We have about 1.5 million refrigeration units connected to our cloud platform, and there's millions more to connect. And that's kind of what we're about, is connecting refrigeration units so we can deliver that sustainable benefit for our customers.
It strikes me there in what you're saying that there's a couple of things that your business could be leveraging off. I mean, for one thing, saving on the bottom line, always important to companies. But for another, we're seeing climate change reporting standards coming in New Zealand
Yeah.
soon. A lot of other jurisdictions are also bringing in things like that. Is that something that you are pitching yourself to companies that you can help them hit some of those climate change targets?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our refrigeration control system, if you like, compared to the standard kind of thing, is 30 to 40% more efficient. So it's hugely more efficient. And commercial refrigeration globally is a big consumer of electricity. And so to be able to help our customers reduce their energy consumption and by not only the technology, but the way we manage their fleet, is hugely important. And so our customers really like that part of the value proposition, but they really like the other things that we do around helping them just understand the maintenance and the making sure their units are working and their food and products are safe. So, there's the food waste element to it and the safety element that's also important.
I'll bet. Now, you've been, I think, admirably open about some of the challenges your company has faced recently. Supply chain disruptions had quite a significant impact on your full year results. You've also flagged the global economic pressures that a lot of companies are facing, but things like the rising interest rates as a possible future pressure. So, how are these things currently impacting your business, and what are you trying to do to reduce the damage?
So yes, so certainly the through last year, the supply chain disruptions were huge for anyone that was in the electronic industry, but not only electronics, but certainly for us, it was significant. So, what we did through last year, our teams did a fantastic job. We had to basically redesign uh, all our major products so that we could take multiple components rather than the components that we had originally designed in. So I guess we enhanced the flexibility to give us options to be able to navigate that. But it was a big job because we have to change the hardware, so the electronics. We have to change the firmware, which is like the operating system for the technology, and the software solutions so that it all works together with these different variants. So in some cases where we had one product variant, we now have six, just with the different combinations that we have. So, we spent a lot of time getting that right. The other thing that we've done, I guess, more future, a bit of future proofing for us is, we've increased the amount of components inventory we hold. We don't want to do that long term, but certainly short term, that's something that's been really important to us. And probably the last thing, we've kind of got a plan that is really responsive, we think, to the market. So we can dial things up and down quite comfortably now as the market ebbs and flows a little bit with some of the global uncertainty. So I think we've built flexibility into our organisation, the way we work, to address some of those things. I'm sure there's still going to be some interesting things happen through the year, but like I say, the flexibility and the both from a product perspective and from an organisation perspective that we've built position us really well to respond to it.
Okay, what about growth opportunities for your business? And do you have a 5-year plan? What's in it?
Yeah, so of course, our our original business was these high efficiency electronically controlled motors, but that now is actually only 50% of our business. The other 50% is what we call our IoT business. So that's getting the information from the refrigerator unit to the cloud and helping people manage their refrigerator. So that's our solution, and that's really where we see the big growth opportunity for us. Our initial solution was for, bottle coolers, so things that have drinks in it. But we're now extending the solution to ice cream refrigerators. So again, you'll have seen those in your corner dairy. There's rows of these refrigerators. And so the customers are really asking us to say, can you help us ensure that we know that our refrigerator is on, that it's on at the right temperature, and that we're using the least amount of energy to manage it as possible. And they're things that we can do for one type of refrigerator. So we're transferring that technology over to the ice cream market. And that's a huge market globally, relatively untapped from this type of solution. So we're super excited about that over the next few years for sure. Now, the other thing that we've started working with a few global customers on a food safety solution for their refrigerated units. In a lot of jurisdictions, our customers have to write down the temperature of their refrigerator every hour to meet food compliance requirements, to make sure their refrigerators are at the right temperature. But those people also have hot things as well, where they have to do the same thing for their heating units and so on. So the food services opportunity is the other area that we're now working with 3 pilot customers on to develop the solution that allows them to manage these food safety requirements, making sure their refrigerator's on, it's at the right temperature, and it's recording the information they need to be able to do their compliance reporting. So it's a huge industry, far bigger industry than the ones that we currently play in. So we're really excited about those 2 things taking us forward. They're the main things that we're focused on at the moment, extending that IoT range. So at the end, we have millions more refrigerators or devices connected to our cloud platform, providing those insights around sustainability and food safety for our customers.
So interesting, because it's such an important area, but it's not necessarily the most glamorous, which I feel like makes it a bit of an untapped business opportunity. I mean, obviously we're talking to retail investors here. So just to finish up with, is there one thing or even one sentence that you would like to say to those retail investors?
Yeah, look, I think, people our retail investors interact with our technology every day. They probably don't know it. And we have a huge impact on reducing or making these refrigeration units more sustainable. And we'd like as many retail investors to come on that journey with us and help the world be a better place by saving energy, I guess is our key line.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much. That's Greg Balla, CEO of Alfrio.